Hello and welcome to the edition of the TSO and Wholesale Graduate and Apprentice Newsletter interviews. My name is Amy Hadley and I'm a second year graduate working within the TSO comms team. These videos are great for us as graduates and apprentices to find out a bit more about what goes on behind the scenes at BT and meeting some interesting characters along the way. Today I have the pleasure of having a chat with our new HR Director, Alison Hilton, who joined us from Openreach a few weeks ago. So let's begin. Firstly, thanks for taking the time to come and have a chat with me. So briefly, can you describe your job role at BT and what does your normal day look like?
Oh, I'm not so sure there's such a thing as a normal day. But my role is, as the HR Director for a line of business, is about providing the HR services to the organisation. And in addition, it's about providing the people and communication strategy to enable our business to be successful. So that's multifaceted, but at a high level, that's kind of my responsibility.
Thank you. So how long have you been working at BT and how did you come about working for BT?
So I joined in 2003, and I'd worked in a number of industries, and for a long time I'd been in the telecommunications sector, and so I applied for a job, the same as everybody else. I applied for a job as an HR manager at that time in what was One IT, and I was really lucky that I got the job, and the rest is history.
Excellent. So how did you get to where you are now from when you joined BT? What were the development and progression steps?
I guess my key success factors, if you like, I've been really lucky with the people that I've worked for. I've worked for some amazing bosses, and that's what's been really important, and they've been amazing for me, and we'll all look for different things, but for me, they gave me, I felt that they believed in me, they invested in me, and they gave me opportunities to learn and grow. And so ultimately what's got me here is being able to continually grow and prove that through a track record, and then sometimes being brave enough to apply for jobs that I might kind of think a bit too far of a stretch, but also being really fortunate to be given opportunities at the right time, and it's a combination of both.
Yeah, thank you. So BT are currently changing quite a lot, so what do you think the biggest challenge for BT is and for yourself as a HR director is at this current time?
Wow. So the challenges I think for the BT group are opportunities as well as challenges. So I think I'll probably break it into three. I think one is we're clearly not renowned for our customer service right now, so getting the customer experience right is both a massive challenge, but it could be such a massive opportunity when we get it right. And a part of that is our integration with EE and getting that right, because if we get both of those things right, then actually our biggest goal is revenue growth. And if we get both of those things right, then the revenue growth will flow through. For me in HR, particularly in this new role with TSO, then technology is at the heart of enabling those things. So I think for us, it's absolutely getting the integration right in TSO, and it's making sure that we've got the right skills in the organisation to give those technology solutions for BT.
Excellent answer. So can you tell me a time where you've had a bit of a fail moment in BT, and how did you recover from that fail moment, if you have had a fail moment in your career where you thought something's not quite gone as you'd planned it to?
I think what I've had is, rather than kind of classifying it as a complete fail, I've had lots of opportunities to learn, and I've had lots of moments where I've thought, oh, I could have done that so much better. And some examples of that would be where I don't think I've gone quite far enough. So some examples would be where I did a piece of work on employee advocacy, and what does it mean, and what does it mean for us as an HR function, and we took that into the HR transformation actually, but I'm not sure that we took it far enough. So I guess one of my regrets on what I could have done differently would be to really push that, because I can now see so clearly that linkage between the employee experience and the customer experience, and if we can make it a brilliant employee experience, then our employees become advocates of our products and services, and everything flows. So whilst I don't think it was a fail or a mistake, I think there's definitely massive personal learning on what I could have done differently to accelerate us.
So outside of BT, what do you get up to in your spare time?
So I work in the city and I live in the countryside.
Oh wow.
So I love walking, and so wellies are a very big part of my life outside of work. And I find it a way of, I walk with my husband and with my family and friends, so it's kind of, I make it quite social. And then the other bit is cooking, and I do that where we have a lot of people around, family and friends, and it's quite a social time, but I really enjoy the cooking side of it as well.
So on that, how do you find balancing your career with your personal life in order to make the best out of both?
I think it's different for all of us. So I probably work hard and play hard.
Yeah.
In my book, that's the best approach. I'm also really lucky that my family lean in and help me. But I also feel that because I do work outside of what would probably be called traditional hours, I also don't take advantage of it, but if I need to leave off early for a personal reason, because I often work outside of normal hours, then I am able to do that as well. So I think it's just about my balance is achieved by feeling that I'm spending the time that I need to outside of work with the people that really matter to me, and as long as I do that, then I'm comfortable.
That's excellent advice. So as a new TSO HR director, how do you envisage the graduate and apprentice scheme developing in future?
So I think it's massively important to us. So my ambition, 2 weeks in, my ambition for TSO is that we are the employer of choice in communications technology as a sector. And in order to do that, we have to attract apprentices and graduates. So I think we already do a lot that is really great for both of those communities, but my ambition is to listen as much as possible so that we can continually enhance that. So for me, being able to attract the best apprentices and the best graduates is part of that whole employer of choice.
And finally, if you could say something to a new joiner, what would it be, thinking back to your early stages of your career?
Seize the moments and enjoy. And what I mean by that is you have lots of opportunities that you probably don't necessarily see at first hand, to network, to attend an event, to be a part of something, to put your hand up and say, yes, I'll do that. Grab them with relish, because actually the thing that you will do most is learn. And find buddies as well. We're a big company, and having a network and buddies to help you along the way. I certainly didn't get into this position without having lots of buddies along the way to help me.
Excellent. So thank you so much for your time and some wonderful answers to those questions then. So I hope you've enjoyed this video interview. There'll be a lot more coming in editions to come. So that's all from me and Alison, so thank you for watching.
Thank you.